Well, all right. Happy Thursday, y'all. What's going on? Buddy, it's been a week, hasn't it? Been watching that clown that clown show out of DC. You can see behind me. They got the storm warnings up over the Capitol. Trump is blistering them.
That's funny.
He's making some appointments, man, that they never, ever, ever thought about. But we're going to get into that a little more here later. It's been fun to watch. He's got the liberals just dying. They're shaking in their boots. But let's see who we got in the house here first. Hill Bill was the first one in. All right, thank you, buddy. Then my man Glenn from Texas. Yes, sir. Pauline Parker's in the house. Live. Nick L, my man. Yeah, there we go. Grammy C. Yep, thank you for what you sent me. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Yes, we are, because that is very important. Texas Raiders in the house. Yes, sir. All right. Come on down. Wanda Landry's with us. Yeah. Who else we got down here? I know we got a few more. I saw you in the chat. Come on. If I miss you, I apologize. Looks like we had a great conversation going on here. Debbie Jones is with us. Wish you could have joined us at the range on Monday. That's just right down the street from you. I wish I lived that close to that range. I really do. Yeah. Tatriana's back. Thank you very much. See, you got your wrench. All right. Edith and Jeffrey's with us. Lynn Stalker. There we go. Michelle J. from the greatest state in the land of the free, Tennessee. All right. The only thing I don't like about Tennessee is the volunteers. I'm a Gator all the way.
And you die in the cold.
Yeah. There we
go. Be honest.
Yeah. In January, I'd die up there.
Yeah, he would die.
I really don't care much for that weather in the wintertime. But it is nice to be there in the spring and fall, that's for sure. Come on down. Who else we got? Tammy Joe's with us. There we go. Thank you for being here, girl. I appreciate it. If you got any questions, make sure you put them in caps, guys, so Lady Prepper can catch them over there and bring them to my attention, because these lights right here kind of kill my view of these comments here.
Michelle's busting your chops on getting beat by the balls.
Yeah, the balls beat us this year.
And capital letters. Good job, Michelle.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, they did win this year, that's for sure. That ain't gonna last long. Look at the history of that series right there, and then get back with me. That's all I got to say about that. And the immortal words of Forrest Gump. There's my man Craig. He was doing some tests on his systems this week, and that was great. If you guys aren't testing, your power systems, your comm systems, your water setup, you need to do it. He was doing it this week, and that was great to hear. So, all right. Who else we got down here? Is that Miss Madpad wants to say good evening to everybody. 5 years cancer-free. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let's keep praying for her, guys. All right. Come on down. Who else we got down here? Kathy C. and the gang is in the house. Greg Harmon's with us. Wants to say good evening to everybody. Oh, come on down. Rose is with us. Thank you, Rose. Appreciate it. There's the Buzz Man. Yes, sir. All right. Short-lived Saints with us. All right. I'm trying to find a 9mm AR-15 like yours. I can't find one for less than $800. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Kim Craddock. All right. From the great state of South Carolina. Thank you for being here, girl. I appreciate it very much. There's the man right there. Rural. All right. You got to go check out his channel. We had a good time over there last night during that live stream. Go there and check it out. Rural 2 IC. The man's on the ball. He bring you all the information you need to know. KP's back. Thank you. Haven't seen you in a couple of weeks, I don't think. If you were here, I just missed you, and I'm sorry. Susan Muser's with us. Diane LS. There we go. NC Prepper. Go check out his channel. He posted a couple of videos about 2 weeks ago, I guess. First ones he's posted in years. We got to get him back in the swing and doing it regular. But they're good videos. You need to go check out his channel, NC Prepper. I don't know if he's going to change that to SC Prepper now that woman wrangled him and drew his ass south. We'll see, I guess.
Short Liv said you can convert yours.
Convert what?
Your gun. Convert it.
I don't want to do that. I want to leave it just like it is. I don't want to convert it. I want to leave it just like it is. Bill Kilmer's back. You get a wrench, buddy. I'm going to get you a wrench tomorrow. I promise you'll get one. Yes, sir. This is your third time back. Here's a new one right here. Jax Barron. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully we'll entertain you a little bit and maybe teach you a thing or two. But on Thursday nights on our live stream, that's when I just kind of give my opinion on a lot of stuff. I don't do a lot of education here. So check out those videos. You'll get a lot more information from those. TUK's back. Thank you, buddy. There's my man right there, Virginia Bushcrafter. Go check his channel out, guys. He put up a series of videos from the, oh, shoot, I can't remember the title. I'm going blank. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Virginia Bushcrafter, go check out his channel. He put up some videos this week that are just tremendous. Dang it. I hate that I just can't think of those. I'm sorry, man. I'm truly sorry. Those were great videos. I watched them all today. You got 3 of them in that series, and they were great. Just go check his channel out. You'll really enjoy them. I appreciate you will. I mean, I'm sure you will. Post the title of those, Bushcrafter. Post that title up there. Next week when you come back next week.
From the Georgia Bushcraft meetup.
Georgia Bushcraft. That's right. That's it. Go check out his videos on that. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A shitload. That's how much he would chuck. All right. Rebecca's Homestead is with us. Good to see you. The hogs beat the balls. That's right. Now you want to throw some smack on my Gators about your balls beating them. Hogs beat the balls. That game tomorrow night, the Balls and the Bulldogs from Georgia. No, Saturday night. That's going to be a good one. Y'all know how I am about my college football. I love it. And that's going to be one of them games I ain't going to miss. I think, who's Arkansas play this week? They got a good game too. I think they're playing Texas this week. So hopefully, I'd like to see them beat Texas. I would. Virginia Bushcrafter, hey, hope you had a good day. Yep. We all hope you had a good day. Yeah. But Bushcrafter's on it, man. He gets out there in the woods and he shows you how to do those things firsthand. He takes the time to build those fires, build those shelters, all the things you would have to do if you're out in the woods trying to survive. He shows you all of that. And it's awesome. It really is. I enjoy his videos. They're great, guys. What we got going here? NC Prepper says, I'll get some new videos coming soon. I'm looking forward to them, brother. You make some good stuff. If people will just go over there and check it out, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. Jax Barron saying hello to you. Yeah, there we go. KP's back. Thank you very much. All right, I think I hit the bottom of my list there. So let's get on with the show. All right. Like I said, Grammy C sent me some information this morning I really didn't know anything about. But Stop and Shop, it's a major grocery chain in the Northeast. They had a cyber hack. This headline I found on the supermarket news here. It just says that in Massachusetts, they had a problem with their inventory because of that. But actually, they have 400 stores in the Northeast. And the cyber attack affected all 400 stores. Their inventory was basically nothing. Their shelves got down to zero because they couldn't purchase anything from their vendors and have supplies shipped to the store. And the store was basically out of food. She sent me a couple of other pictures. I wish I could have posted them here, but I have limited space in this studio on my software here. She sent me a picture where they put pineapples into the meat section where chicken was supposed to be. They were just filling the empty spaces with whatever they could. So they put pineapples in the chicken section because they had run out of chicken. And there was she also sent me a picture of the sign they had taped on the door explaining to customers why their inventory was so low. But I mean, if it can happen to them, they're a major chain. That's 400 stores. That's 400 grocery stores.
Oh my God.
If it could happen to them, and it happened all across the Northeast, you know, it could happen to any grocery store chain. Who knows? This just might be the start.
They had peas.
But don't go with the peas.
She told me, she said it. I didn't start it. I'm not going to go any further, but there you go.
Don't start with the peas again, please.
I know. Just saying.
That was funny at the end of last week. Yeah. You know, that was good. But if it can, like I said, if it can happen with them, it can happen with anybody. Kroger, Publix, you know, Winn-Dixie, whoever, wherever you shop. It could happen at your grocery store as well. I saw somebody said, hey to X, is he in here? There he is right there. What's going on, buddy? XNYC OG Prepper. Go check him out, guys. He's got some good videos up there on his channel as well. If you have a blue wrench, which most of you do, go ahead and pop a link in there to your channel. That's what this is about. This is about networking, about us all helping each other. So I'll pop that link in there so the people here can go visit your channel and hopefully subscribe. I'm going to ask them all to subscribe because I'm only associated with good folks here. If there's a channel that is just crap, no. I don't watch them. I don't associate with them, and they damn sure don't have a blue wrench when they come here. That's why Virginia Bushcraft's going to get one tomorrow. Promise you, brother, you'll have a wrench tomorrow. But if that's your store, that Stop and Shop in the Northeast, hopefully everything's back to normal. That was on Friday when that happened. So here we are almost a week later. So hopefully everything's worked out and they got everything back in order. But let's get on with the show. Now, Grammy C sent me that. Thank you very much. I didn't know about it until you informed me. All right, here we go. Last week on the great MSNBC, Joy Reid had a physicist, a psychiatrist there telling people telling them to avoid their family members that voted for Donald Trump. Now, I'm going to throw something out there right now, and I mean this with all of my heart. If you're going to separate yourself from family over politics, get the hell off my channel. I don't care how you feel or how they feel. Family is family. And if you're going to let something like these crazy ass people and the way they think separate you from your family, I don't want you here. I'll be honest, I don't want you here. You know, I have family that don't agree totally with my political views, but they're my family. I love them. I'll sit down and break bread with them any day. But when they get on national television, which is dying, I'll show you that in just a minute, and they tell you to stay away from your family members if they don't agree with your politics,
it's ridiculous. That
is exactly what those socialist, communist, Democrats want you to do. Separate yourself from your family and keep all of us separated. So if you're a part of that, I don't care if you're super conservative and you won't sit down and talk to your family because they're liberal, you're just as bad as they are. This is about family. We're about family here, guys. We're about family. We're about God. We're about the military. We're pro-police. That's where we are here. And if you don't like that, go on. I don't care. It won't hurt me. Not one bit. I'd love to have 10,000 subscribers. But YouTube ain't going to let that happen anymore. So you don't matter. It's that simple. But speaking of what happened to MSNBC, bingo, they have lost 51% of their audience since this same time last year. And it's getting worse every day. The week after the election, they lost 54% of their audience. It just keeps dropping. They're going to start laying off workers. They're behind the scenes workers. They're going to start firing their primetime faces. They've already talked about getting rid of some of those. And hopefully they will real soon. They need to if they want to survive. But just like every other liberal media outlet, they would rather lose money and spread their propaganda than tell the truth and make a profit. That's just absolutely the way it is. It's that simple. Because they know they have billionaires that will back them up and prop up that loss to spread that hate and that propaganda. But it looks to me like Americans are catching on. And that's a good thing. That's why that election turned out the way it did. Because Americans are starting to wake up. And I can't just say generically Americans in this day and time. Americans of every color, creed, religion, they're starting to catch on. They're starting to see it. You know who the one demographic that voted almost 100% for Donald Trump was Native Americans. People don't know that. The number two group that was almost 100% was the Amish in Pennsylvania. The Amish pushed Donald Trump over the top in Pennsylvania. A lot of people don't know that. But they turned out strong in support of him, and they pushed him over the top. And that's a fantastic thing. Oh, let me get over here and let me see if anybody's got anything to add here. If you got any questions or comments that are pertinent, put them in caps, guys. Paul Dunn, thank you very much for being here. He's a new one. There we go. Yeah, come back 2 more times, you get you a wrench, buddy. That's why you see all them wrenches out there. But people are starting to wake up. That's why the Democrats have to import votes from other countries, and they know it. That's why they're doing what they do. Which brings me to this right here. Democratic governors. They're swearing they're going to fight back against the federal government deporting illegals from their states. They ain't going to stand for it. They're not going to have anything to do with it. If the federal government comes in and says, we're going to take this group of people out of here because they're here illegally, the states are going to fight them. They're going to fight them to try to keep them in their states. And some of these are states where Donald Trump won. I mean, we've already seen, the main ones were like California, New York, Illinois, New Jersey. Those governors stood up like, oh, we're going to fight Donald Trump. Like they're going to do something holy, right? But, their states are broke anyway. Their states are dead in the water economically anyway. But what needs to happen is when these states do that, when they stand up and say, no, we're not going to support you taking these illegal people out of our state, then Donald Trump needs to say, okay, no more federal money. Just like he does with other countries when they won't take back their illegal immigrants. When they say they won't take them back, last time when he was president, he said, okay, I'll shut your money off. And it worked tremendously. Oh, yeah, bring them to us. Let us have them. He needs to do the same thing with the states. Let's see how long that lasts. It's time for these states, these governors, these liberal governors and mayors across the country that are, trying to protect these people that are there illegally because they see them as future voters for the Democratic Party. That's it. That's all. That's the only reason why they want them here. But it's time for this federal government to say, okay, you can have them. I'm not paying for them. We're not paying for them anymore. You're not getting any more federal money. Get your money from them. Let's see how long that lasts then. You may tell you how long it'll last, what they like to describe as a New York minute. Snap your fingers. Okay, take them out of here. That's how long it'll last. You shut that money off, all that fake bravado is dead. It's gone. But it all started with this guy right here, Tom Holman. He was the first appointment that was publicly announced by Donald Trump. He's going to be the border czar. And he just pretty much told him, pack your shit, you're leaving.
He's badass.
Yeah.
That what you said there is true, man.
I've been watching this
guy. Scares me.
Yeah, I've been watching this guy. Been watching this guy for a couple of years now. Newsmax and MSNBC and Fox and whatever. This dude ain't playing. If you're not here legally, you're going home. So guess what happened as a result of that? All those New York hotels housing those immigrants, they're starting to evacuate them because they know the federal money is going to be shut off. The federal government is not going to pay them anymore to house those people. Now, I love this concept. I do. I truly do. I don't like to see anybody put out in the street. I don't care who it is, especially if they got children. I don't like to see that. But they didn't have to come here. They came here for one reason. That's to suck off the government teat, and that's about to stop. And these hotels, like right there, the Roosevelt, that used to be one of the best hotels in New York.
Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful.
It was classy. It was awesome. Everybody wanted to stay at the Roosevelt. Now it's a dump because the federal government was paying them $400 a night to house illegal immigrants for a $250 room. Well, now that's over. They know it's coming to an end, so they're getting rid of them. And they're not the only ones doing it. It's happening in hotels all across the country in liberal cities. It's just a start, guys. That was just the first appointment that stirred the pot. Here's the other one, and the one that I approve of. I mean, Tom Holman is a great appointment. Absolutely couldn't have got anybody better. But this one right here is the one I actually think is the best, the absolute best. Pete Hegseth as the Secretary of Defense. That is blowing the liberals' heads up. They cannot believe it. Pete's the one on your left right there. You see in that picture. The cute one?
Yeah.
That's a man that was out on night patrol with his squad in Afghanistan. I went and found this picture to tag it on there just for that reason. He's the real deal. 20 plus years, I think 22 years in the military. Afghanistan, and wherever he was called to go, Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever, he went and fought. And he's a real soldier. He's not one of those paper generals out of the Pentagon, guys that went from one cushy assignment to another and got bumped up, because of DEI or because they knew this right person or that right person. Like Mark Milley, that guy's a damn joke. He still pisses me off. He's, the only action that guy saw was in the Rainbow Room, the restroom at the Rainbow Lounge. That's the only action he's ever seen. So, this guy's for real. It's blowing Democrats' heads off. Like yesterday, I don't know if y'all saw it, but Carolyn Johnson was on TV making fun of his name. She was trying to say Hegseth or Hegpus or whatever, and she's sitting there making a joke out of it. You know who Carolyn Johnson is? Whoopi Goldberg. Now tell me a name that's stupid. She's attacking this man because of his name, and she don't even use her real name, and the name she chose is a damn joke. That shows you the mentality of these liberals that are think they're important now.
And she posted that she's working for a living.
Yeah, she said that,
She didn't have to work.
she was struggling for a living. I think she's worth what,
Nine.
60 million?
Yeah, a bunch of them.
Just a bunch of
Millions.
crap. And then you had what's that other chick? I just had her on there a while ago. MSNBC chick. What's her name? Joy
Reid.
Joy Reid. Okay, yeah. When she was talking about him being appointed, she said that Donald Trump appointed a weekend Fox News host to be Secretary of Defense. She didn't even mention that he was a 22-year vet, 2 Bronze Stars. I don't know how long he was overseas in actual battle theaters.
Genesis said he left when 9/11 happened. He ran to the war.
Yeah, he did. He did. He ran to join up when 9/11 happened. He's also a graduate of Harvard and Princeton, I think. You know, this guy, he's not a slouch like she tried to make out that he is. Because he's not some, political paper pushing general. The Democrats are dying because they have a real soldier that's going to be in charge of the Department of Defense. Oh, excuse me,
They
guys.
can't be bought because they're not career politicians. Some of these people, Randy said.
What we got here? Yeah, there's a good one right there. Oh, come on, pop up there. There we go. They're freaking out because the new cabinet picks are not. That's right. That's right. The new cabinet picks are killing them. All of them.
It's entertaining.
The only one I really don't agree with, and I might be wrong, is Matt Gaetz out of Florida. I mean, I like Matt. He's been a good congressman here. But I think it's going to be hard to push him through. I really do. He got some dirty laundry. I don't know if it's real or not.
His peers don't care too much for him right now.
I guess that's what, the investigation about, the vetting process they go through. But we saw how that worked with Kavanaugh. The Democrats will lie in a heartbeat and try to make it stick. What was her name? Christine Blasey Ford or some crap.
I think so.
She sat there in front of Congress and talked about all of this crap that Kavanaugh did, while they were young, and it was a lie. And she finally admitted it after he was confirmed, after he'd been on the bench for a few months. She finally said, well, yeah, that was all made up, blah, blah, blah. That's what the Democrats do. And I'm afraid that's what they're going to do with Gaetz. But the guy is, he's not perfect. None of us are perfect. There was only one guy that was ever perfect. And that was over 2,000 years ago. And they probably wouldn't confirm him if he was here. Yeah, Democrats wouldn't vote for him if he was here. That's for sure. But, it's going to be fun to watch. I think this John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader, I didn't like that pick. I know he's a rhino. In 2016, he was a never Trumper. And in 2020, he tried to get Trump to, back out of his reelection bid and let Mike, what's the vice president? Mike Pence run for president. So Thune was never a Trump guy. And now he's in charge of the Senate going into this second term for Donald Trump. I don't like that one bit. Mike Johnson's a damn rhino, too. Thune's worse than a rhino. He's like a borderline, he should just go ahead and say he's a Democrat. It's that simple. But Mike Johnson's a rhino in charge of the House. And people don't realize how much power these two guys have. Nothing goes to the Senate floor for a vote without John Thune's approval. It's that simple. I don't care how good a law it is, how bad we need it. If he don't like it, it don't go to the floor for a vote. It's that simple. Same thing in the House of Mike Johnson. He's went back on his word not to, send any more money to Iran, Ukraine. 20 times since he was voted to, the majority leader in the House. He's lied about that over and over and over. It's all politics. So those two guys are a slap in the face to Donald Trump. And it's going to make him hard for him to govern. I went off on a rant and I didn't want to.
Kathy said she read today that Trump is supporting Johnson, so hopefully they'll all get along.
Oh, he's going to try. See, this is the biggest problem with Republicans. They try to do all this kumbaya moment bullshit and get along with everybody. No, it's time to go scorched earth. It's time to stay within the limitations of the law and do what needs to be done to get rid of all of this deep state crap we got within our government. Of course, Trump's going to say, I support him because he's already there. But, maybe the third or fourth time this guy screws Trump, he'll change his mind and try to get something going on to get him out of there. That's what needs to be done. It really does. But, everybody was happy to see you with us. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Everybody talking, crying and complaining about these political appointments by Donald Trump. When these two clowns were appointed, nobody disagreed. We were a laughingstock, still are, in the world because of these two mentally disturbed people. One of them was just a straight out thief. They got caught stealing luggage in an airport. And the other one, can you imagine? This right here is the envoy we sent to France. These two right here, last year, during Armistice Day, Veterans Day. This is the two the United States sent. How do you think that looked to the world when we sent those two mentally ill clowns over there to represent our country? Thank God in heaven that's over. Before this election, I prayed to God that it would turn out positive for our country. I didn't say help Donald Trump make it. I didn't say help Kamala make it. I said do what's right for our country. So I've got to believe what happened is right for our country. Now, that's all I got to say about that. All right. That's enough. That's enough politics for tonight. What we got here, Charlie Kirk, reminding people that Thune is in good would replace with Kevin McCarthy. That's right. He is a perfect replacement for Kevin McCarthy.
No, that's not. It said if he was no good, he would be replaced like Kevin McCarthy.
Oh, I can't see that good.
If it turns out bad, he can be replaced.
But
that's what you were saying, that Trump could get something started if they weren't working.
Well,
right?
Now I don't think Kevin McCarthy's even a member of the House anymore.
No, he's saying they could do it like they did it to Kevin.
Oh, yeah, they could. Yeah, they could just replace him. But hey, that's all I got to say about it. That's enough politics. We got a storm coming, y'all. A real one. Not just in Washington, D.C. We got a real one coming.
Her name's Sara.
Yeah, Sara. Sara's coming. If you read my book, you know who Sara is. Sara's a problem. But it's coming. Yeah. Initially, they said that it was going to be a hurricane, a major hurricane. But now they backed off of that. They're saying when it gets to Florida next Wednesday night, it's going to be a tropical storm. Supposed to make landfall here in Florida, central west Florida, next Wednesday night, about 7 o'clock. So hopefully it will just be a storm and not a hurricane. We'll see. We got to keep our eyes on that. But thank goodness we got a week's, heads up, guys. You need to get ready now if you're in that area. Like Craig was doing this week, test those systems. I do that constantly. I'm always testing something to make sure that it's going to work the way I want it to work. So do that. Make sure you got, of course, your food, your water, your power, your defensive, situation taken care of. Like I said, we got a week now. We got a week, almost a week. We got 6 days to get ready. Don't wind up like those people in Asheville, North Carolina. They were all bitching and crying because the federal government left them out to dry for, not just days, but weeks after Helene hit. And then guess what they did on November 5th? See that little yellow circle right there? That blue spot right in the middle of it, that's Asheville, North Carolina. They supported our current administration. They voted for Kamala. This government that screwed them all, those people voted to keep them in office. I know it wasn't every one of them. I know that. And I feel sorry for the people. I feel sorry for all of them for the situation they were put in. But the ones that turned right around 39 days later and said, okay, let's keep this administration in place. Let's let them keep screwing us. I hope they still don't have their damn lights on. I'll be honest with you. If you're that damn stupid, you need to be in the dark. All right? I went off on a rant, didn't mean to. But I meant what I said. If they're that stupid, they deserve what they got. The people around them that didn't support that, it's those stupid people's fault that they got what they got. And everybody that didn't support that needs to let them know this was your fault. This was your fault. Oh, man. I went off somewhere I didn't want to go. Because we have people there. We have friends there in Asheville, North Carolina. We know how long they were in the dark. We know how long they didn't have any water.
We know still don't have water.
Yeah, they still don't. Some of them don't. Some of them still don't. We know how long FEMA abandoned them. And then they turn right around and support that. I hope they're still in the dark. I do. I know that's bad. I do. But that's just like my idea about why Trump should go scorched earth on all these people that have used lawfare against him the last, 2 years? He needs to stay within the confines of the Constitution, and he can do that legally and go after every one of them, prosecute them for treason, civil rights violations, or whatever needs to be done. And there are people that say, no, we need to stop this lawfare. We saw Chuck Schumer, up on the floor of the Senate yesterday talking about, oh, don't abuse your power, blah, blah, blah. What the hell did you do for the last 4 years? Yeah, it's time to flip that script, guys. We got to get back in order, and the only way you win a war is to fight to win. And if they use tactics that you didn't like, but you can actually turn them on that enemy, you turn them on them. You use those tactics. Stay within the confines of the Constitution. Do what's legal. Don't twist the law. You can go after every one of them. Every one of them. Merrick Garland, treason. No, excuse me, not him. What's that little turd in front of DHS? I can't remember his name. The baller. Yeah, Mayorkas. Treason, right there. He opened our borders and let our enemies in. That's treason. He knew what he did was illegal. He knew what he did was wrong. That's treason. Garland, civil rights violations, straight up. Violated the Fourth and Fifth Amendments, absolutely, for sure. He can be tried for that. Civil rights violations. Let's go get them. Don't play. Don't back off. Yeah, see the numbers dropping? People don't like that. That's okay. I don't care if you like it or not.
Well, everybody started to say goodnight now.
All right. They're saying goodnight over there? All right. Well,
I said everybody stay safe for the storm, so everybody's saying what a good show.
But hey, I'll get out. Obviously, you guys, I can't see this.
I started it. I thought you were wrapping up.
It's your fault. All right. But we'll go ahead and get out of here.
I'm chatting about other things too.
Yeah, I've run over that 30 minutes. I'm just sitting here ranting now about what should happen, what is happening. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. But, from where I am, seeing what, where I've been, what I've gone through in my life, I can tell you what I want to see happen. Like I said, stay within the confines of the law and go after every one of them that violated the rights of the people on January 6th and the rights of Donald Trump and everybody in between. we need to make sure that's done. We don't need to back off and try to live in harmony and make things right from here going forward. No. The only way you win a war is defeat your enemy. And it's time we stood up and did that. I'm going to lose some subscribers here. That's cool. I don't care. If you don't like what I say, get away. Well, they say, if you don't like what you see, change the channel. Do it right now. That's fine. All right, I'm going to get out of here. That's right, Michelle, scorched earth. That's what I said, go scorched earth. But stay within the confines of the Constitution.
Thank you, Earl.
It can be done. We can all be happy with what happens. Thank you, Earl. Appreciate it, buddy, very much. All right. Enjoyed your show last night. Thank you. But I'm going to get out of here, let you folks go. I'm sorry I ran over my 30 minutes. That's why y'all were saying goodbye. I got to get out of here. We try to restrict it to that 30 minutes. We've already gone over 40. So with that, I'm going to say stay strong, keep prepping, get ready for that storm, guys. If you're in Florida, get ready for it. It's coming. It's not going to be don't look like it's going to be a really strong one, but get ready. If you got any questions, comments, whatever, link them below if you can in the comment section when this is a video, or shoot me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. theorlandoprepper@gmail.com. Stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the USA. The Orlando Prepper is out.